Bet on Bears fans, another edition of the Windy City Breeze coming you guys. Way Pad, the designer, JC.
Whoa.
Mr. Drew better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better.
Nobody, bro.
Nobody, bro. A lot to get into on today's episode. Brad Biggs breaking a lot of news for us. We got to talk about a couple of coaching changes. Just when we thought Declan Doyle was safe, he might be a Raven as they have reached out to try and hire him. We also got to talk about a potential coach that has us tingly.
Oh.
Boys, I'm excited. I might be excited. And
Might be.
Antwaan Randle coming to the defense of DJ Moore. All that and more in today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Let's go. Appreciate y'all for a topic popped up. God dang it, Joel. This is what happens when Joel ain't here.
He's not here.
I don't
He's
even
here.
know. Well, technically, this is a good topic. How concerned are we on coaches leaving as we start today's episode? Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. I just love it. That may be how we need to do this from now on. Just Drew in the background. I like how you did that. They can hear you.
That was hilarious.
Hey, man, we got a lot to get into on today's episode. Starting it off with the coaching conversation. It seems like Declan Doyle may not be as safe as we thought. As the Baltimore Ravens have reached out for Declan Doyle. And I'm not going to lie to you. If you guys saw the video that we dropped yesterday on, this conversation, I'm very big on getting Declan Doyle back in the building. I think it is going to be really important for the Bears if they're able to maintain as much continuity as possible. And I know a lot of people look at Declan Doyle and say, he's a nice guy to go out there and work with Caleb, but you don't need him because of Ben Johnson. I don't feel that way. Personally, I think it's very important and I love that Ben is trying to allow people to grow, go to their own way. There's a couple of names that were former OCs that maybe fit that role and can fit in there.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, it is, to me, you get the Ben Johnson you got this year that was able to be a really good head coach, that was able to do so many things really well as far as just being a head coach because of how good Declan Doyle was. And getting an opportunity to talk to Declan Doyle every single day, it truly was a feeling of this guy's going to be a head coach. You're going to lose him at some point. And you haven't had the conversations that were happening. I wasn't sitting here going, okay, I'm really that concerned about losing him. Philly was the first one, and he pulled his name out of Philly. Now hearing that the Ravens have come calling, do you think he can turn down two opportunities like that? Because in my mind, Philly, you got the quarterback, you've got receivers, you got the running back, you got everything you need. You turn that opportunity down, I would assume that's because it's an interesting situation. Can you turn down two of those? Because now the call is coming for you to be a play caller and to work with Lamar Jackson, to work with, if they bring back DeAndre Hopkins, Zay Flowers, they're going to get some health over there, hopefully, but you are getting maybe a little bit of an aging roster as Derrick Henry, another year older, over there. What are your thoughts on the possibility of the Bears losing Declan Doyle?
I honestly think that if he goes, it's an enticing offer. I'm going to be honest with you. Baltimore is one of the premier teams still to me on this in this league. What do you got? Something on
I thought it was a spider. I didn't know what was going on.
Man, look back okay.
Something came off of the mic.
I think that when you have an opportunity like Declan does to kind of get play calling duties, I believe under Jesse Minter in Baltimore, then that's very enticing. He's earned it. And the fact that Ben Johnson is not getting in the way of anybody, including his Monday through Friday guy. We said that Declan Doyle, is his normally in the background. You don't really hear a lot from Declan, but I believe that he's done a lot to help out this offense. And despite him not necessarily being the official play caller, but having the title of OC, I feel like he's done a lot to contribute to the success of this team under Ben Johnson. And the fact that Ben Johnson picked him solely when he made this staff, this 5-star staff, says a lot to me. And so there's an opportunity that you do lose him. Baltimore is a really, really good destination. If there's somebody that I would want to go to if I'm leaving, then you set yourself up with the former MVP and Lamar Jackson. We don't know who the head coach will be, I believe.
Jesse Minter.
I'm sorry, Jesse Minter, but we don't know who the what the offensive scheme will be like, or whatever the case.
It will be whatever Declan says.
Whatever he has. Like, does he implement that run first scheme with Derrick Henry and the likes of that squad? And so they have a good setup there. I could see him leaving.
It would be interesting to me, Drew, because different from Philly. Philly's a situation that it feels like Sirianni's always got his hand in there, right? Like every time you're like, hey, man, let me do my stuff. Keep your hand out the cookie jar. Sirianni's like, but I like cookies. He always got his hand in there. We've seen him take back play calling a couple of times. Going over to the Ravens, though, there's no taking it back. Jesse Minter's not an offensive coordinator. You're going to be the offensive guy out there. Do you see that as a good opportunity for Declan?
I actually do see it as a good opportunity for Declan because – if you show any promise as bringing them back to a winning organization, you're going to immediately get your head coaching opportunity. But on contrast to that, I do look at it like this. The Bears roster offensively is way younger.
Yeah.
It's way more potential. Mm-hmm. As you said, Baltimore's a little long in the tooth as far as Lamar and his injury history. We have the fumbling issues of Derrick Henry. Them only having one wide receiver and Zay Flowers, because DeAndre really only set up, showed up.
Was banged up.
Yeah, he only really showed up on third down here and there, and you have Mark Andrews is kind of getting old too. But for me, if I compare the two situations,
dropping.
I know.
Sorry.
But if you look at the two situations, I still think he should stay with the Bears for another year before he goes out, because if the Bears continue to thrive offensively, he's going to get that same head coaching opportunity. If it comes to just play calling, if that's his main goal is to do the play calling, then I would have to agree to say, hey, man, you do need to leave the Bears, because that is an important part of being a head coach. An offensive head coach is to be able to call the plays.
Well, I think that's the part that they're trying to figure out, right? Like he's not going to call plays here. No. And I'm not to say he's never going to call plays, right? Like, let's be real. Andy Reid let Matt Nagy call plays. Andy Reid let Eric Bieniemy call plays. But more than likely, Ben Johnson is going to want to have that level of control. Yeah. We've seen the kind of coach that he is. So he's probably not calling too many plays here. I'm not going to say he's not calling any. The one thing for me, though, that I do find interesting in this is, does Declan feel like he's ready for that opportunity? That's the big question that you got to answer. And nobody can answer that but Declan Doyle. But it is a big step to go from he was a tight ends coach with Denver, I believe. I believe that is right. I don't remember offhand. You then go to being the offensive coordinator with the Bears in non-play calling duties, but I'm sure he calls plays during practice. You also got to see, and I'll be honest with you, probably two of the most insane head coaches as far as how they run training camp, how they run practices, how they push their players, what the expectations are in Sean Payton and in Ben Johnson. So there's a lot of experience that you've gotten, but are you going to be able to turn that into your own system? And that's the big question when you take a job like that.
So here's the official resume of Declan. Started in 2019 to 2022 with the Saints. He was an offensive assistant. Really good team. He supported an offense that was 41-25 with multiple Pro Bowlers. Then he went to the Broncos. Yep. Like you said, tight ends coach. Helped develop Bo and red zone performance. And then now he's the OC or is the OC currently for the Chicago Bears. Yeah. And so again, he has had a rapid ascent. He's recognized for just being very, very cerebral, and I think Ben saw that in him. Yeah, which is one of the reasons why I think he's kind of ascending quickly. And
he's had a rapid descent for a reason.
I mean, for me, I feel like he's another version of what. Not saying that he is Ben, but he has the potential to be that Ben Johnson type, where Ben Johnson didn't have head coaching, experience previously from this, but everybody knew that he had that look or that feel to him, kind of like the Kyle Shanahans and the Sean McVays of the world. And
but they all had play calling opportunities. That's the thing. For you to get to that head coaching step, you got to have play calling opportunities. But what have we seen, right? If you're not ready for that next step, sometimes that can be a bigger detriment to you. And I think that was I think Declan's not just taking this saying, I want a job.
Yeah. He's looking for the perfect job.
He's looking for the perfect job. And listen, Lamar Jackson probably is the perfect job. I can call up a lot of stuff, and if it goes wrong, Lamar that mess.
But that's the whole thing, though, because we know he's been with Sean Payton. He's been with Ben Johnson. What is his offensive identity? I'm not sure that he has that just yet.
We don't know.
Because he would have to go into Baltimore and kind of overdo that whole thing, because they had the Todd Monken, they had the what's the other guy's name? Offensive coordinator they had before him. He was with John Harbaugh a lot.
He's with both
Greg Roman.
Greg Roman.
Greg Roman.
He's with he's gone now.
He's gone now. But we're talking about those kind of run first offenses, which is definitely different than Ben Johnson and Sean Payton's offense. So with knowing that, and you don't have your prototypical QB and how he reads defenses and does that, kind of like what Sean Payton
Lamar's
teaches.
pretty good at that though. Lamar has become a really efficient passer.
I think, but he does, but I don't think he reads in the conventional sense of the pocket passers. What I'm talking about, he's more or less like looking at the blitzer, and I can adjust. I don't think he's calling too many audibles.
He was a pretty good pocket passer,
but I don't think he's calling too many audibles in that. But that's just me and what I'm looking at. So my point was saying all that was that Declan has to create this whole new offense for like Lamar type of quarterback, and I don't think he's got to decide if he has that enough experience before he jumps into something like that. Because like you said, if he doesn't do it right, that can be a detriment to his going forward.
But is that not what we've seen out of Caleb? I mean, Caleb has a lot of those Lamar tendencies, right? The conversations about Lamar holds on to the football too long. Tremendous arm. Lamar, completion-wise, is phenomenal at this point. Like he's a phenomenal quarterback.
He don't miss layups.
So there's a lot of calls that you could throw in there that maybe Caleb missed that Lamar's not going to miss. I do agree with you. You got to ask the question on the receiving part of it, because if Declan goes in there with a Ben Johnson offense, much more explosive. We've seen the Sean Payton offense be dink and dunk.
Yeah.
That's Drew Brees.
It's Drew Brees.
Right? We've seen the Sean Payton offense be dink and dunk. He worked with Sean Payton down there. I think that we saw that a ton with Bo Nix, even though Bo last year was a little bit more explosive than this year. The one thing that I will say on what Declan does is Declan is not going to make the decision hastily. And I think that Ben understands that, which is why he kind of would move out of the way of it. And I think you get that because from seeing what the Philly job was. In my mind,
Too much turmoil.
But here's the thing. In my mind, there are no more pieces than what Philly has. That offensive line maybe has some questions, but it's more health questions than anything. You can figure that out via the draft. The defensive line is set. You got a defense that's going to get you the ball back. Your quarterback, for the most part, is a pretty safe dude. Indeed. And when we have seen him, I know Jalen takes the flack on this, and he has been off. I'm not going to say that he hasn't been a part of it. But remember, like, what was it, year 2 or year 3 of that offense when he was just pushing the football down the field and he was 65%, 67% completion, 3,700 yards, threw a bunch of touchdowns. That's just not what got him a Super Bowl. By the way, the thing that got him a Super Bowl also still there in Saquon Barkley.
It is, but I think the issue why he didn't take the Philly job is because not only the turmoil with Sirianni, but over the last year and a half, the quarterback Jalen Hurts has been afraid to attack the middle of the field, and unfortunately,
or was that the system?
I know because when they had the old boy from Dallas, the offensive coordinator from Dallas, he attacked the middle of the field. What's his name? I can't remember his name now either. He's used to be quarterback, but he was the offensive coordinator of Dallas.
Garrett?
No, the young boy, he got the head coach spot.
Are you talking about the one that was there this year?
Last year. No, he was there last year, and he left to go get a head coaching spot, and that's why they brought up the new guy.
Kevin Petula?
No. He was in Dallas. He was the offensive coordinator.
Former quarterback at Dallas?
He was the old quarterback. He was the old backup quarterback in Dallas.
Backup.
Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore. There you go.
Oh, dang, that's right.
So he was.
You know what threw me on that?
What's that?
I forgot he was a quarterback.
Yeah, he was a quarterback.
Like, I forgot. I shouldn't say that. I forgot he was a quarterback in Dallas.
Yeah, he was a quarterback in Dallas. Yeah, he's a quarterback in Dallas.
Some solid games, too, actually. Kellen Moore actually was decent.
He did, but he used to attack the middle of the field, and Jalen Hurts can't do that. And if the Ben Johnson, Sean Payton.
I don't think they do that.
Sean Payton offense a lot of their strikes are in the middle of the field, and if Jalen was unable to do it, or really was hesitant to do it, that would definitely hamper his offensive strategy.
Oh, never mind. Kellen Moore was not who I was thinking of. I don't know what quarterback I was thinking of.
I was thinking, in my opinion, that Baltimore was definitely a better spot because even though they both have good quarterbacks and they both have good weapons. For me, I think he should, unless he's ready to retool, because if he goes to Baltimore, he has to be the play caller. He has to be the man. Because not only
you got to be what Ben Johnson was in Detroit.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to figure out the offense. You have to create the offense.
Yeah.
Then you have to now teach the offense and because they have been running this offense, so to teach everybody and teach these veterans.
Yep. And you got to bring your staff on.
Exactly. And he doesn't have a staff yet.
Yeah. No, listen.
That's another good reason.
There is a part of that. Listen, and I think my point in all of that and bringing up Philly was turning that job down seems crazy. Now there's a bunch of people that are doing it, but they're people that are more established, right? Mike McDaniels knew I don't have to come here and deal with your BS.
Right on the wall.
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Right? As far as an OC, I can go over here and be an OC and be fine. And so he goes over to, which was official yesterday, he goes over to the Chargers, right? Mm-hmm. Like, by the way, I don't think anybody's going to coach the Browns next year.
Browns can't find a coach either.
Bro, and it's not they can't find them. Everybody's like, nah, we cool.
We good.
Yeah.
Did you hear the process they going through?
Go through that mess?
Bro, they going through they basically putting us through the SATs.
That's crazy.
There's a multiple choice section. There's a written essay section. Whose
bright idea was it to do that?
The GM. Hey, listen, I love that when black folks get in a position of power, and I love the fact that he's up. You got to fire that brother. Hey, listen. I love it. But you know what I thought about when they said the test and all of that? Remember when we made Bruce Arians, we told him we'll give you the job, but you got to do a fake press conference. And Bruce Arians said you could shove it up your backsides.
And he left.
And went down there and won a Super Bowl, right? He went to the Cardinals first, and he didn't win the Super Bowl. How far did they get? They made the playoffs.
He played well. Bruce Arians played well. I mean, coached well, and
went to the Cardinals. Got sick, left the Cardinals, and then went to Tampa and won a Super Bowl. Did that Cardinals team make the Super Bowl?
I believe they got to the second round.
I was going to say, they didn't make the Super Bowl.
I don't think that's Kyler Murray either. I don't know.
I know they made the second round, and that was one of Kyler Murray's good years because that was
not Kyler.
That was Kyler.
Kyler wasn't there yet.
That
was Kyler?
That was Kyler because it wasn't Rosen. It wasn't Rosen.
Rookie.
Who was before Rosen?
What's the name? Kurt Warner.
No. There was somebody after.
Bruce Arians.
There was some. Wasn't it?
Hey, Bruce Arians, 73.
Carson
That's crazy.
Palmer, like an older Carson.
Was that a Palmer? Was that a Carson Palmer?
Older Carson Palmer.
So he started coaching Arizona in 2013. Somebody look up that 2013 Cardinals quarterback. That might still be Kurt Warner, actually. 2013. Yeah. Give us a second, guys, if you're listening here. Carson Palmer. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
I don't know how far they got, but outside of that, I felt like the point of me bringing all of that up,
They were 10-6.
They were 10-6? Yeah, I knew they had success. The point of me bringing that up is I feel like you're seeing a OC that is very self-aware.
Yeah.
In Declan Doyle. And so I give him all the credit in the world for that because that's a very difficult spot. A young OC, no staff, nothing to go on, would say, let me partner myself up with somebody who knows a lot, who has a staff, who has called plays, Nick Sirianni, and gives me an opportunity to kind of come in and learn on the fly. He went, I got a better job than that. And I'm going over there to do my job, basically, but more on game day.
You got to get the lateral movement.
I'm killing it with lateral movement. So, to me, that's the thing where I see the foresight in it, and I think Baltimore is a better opportunity, but I do look at it and kind of say, are you putting yourself in a tough position that maybe you're not ready for?
To attack this from the other end, I think that Ben Johnson is
the other end.
All right.
I didn't mean it like that. Excuse me.
Well done.
I think that Ben Johnson is very smart in getting out of the way in a sense and letting these guys get a feel and an experience at least for what it looks like to be, in a sense, wanted or desired because of the performance of the entire staff this year. But when it comes to Declan Doyle,
says a lot about Ben Johnson.
It does says a lot. But I think that he's not afraid because maybe there's a chance that almost all of these guys return. Because they look at that, they say, okay, here's the landscape. Yes, I might go to Baltimore, but then I got to pick these guys, and I got to know what I'm doing with, in this instance and that instance with the staff. Maybe I'm not ready for that.
Coach, running back coach, quality
control, like
lineman
all
coach.
Yeah.
So you picking a lot. You picking a lot of people that you don't.
And it's you.
Right. You don't have that. You don't have your tree under you yet. So you're trying to. You taking a gamble if you're doing that.
You got to get that tree under you.
You got to get the tree under you.
You got to get that tree under you.
You have a good base.
Listen, if every man knows, you got to have a good tree under you. You know what I mean?
So that's my thing is I think that maybe they get the experience of going through the hiring process and the interviews and things of that nature, and then they come back and say, you know what, not ready yet. I liked what I saw. I liked the interest that was shown in me, but I want to gain a little bit more experience under Ben Johnson. And that's what I think will happen with Declan. He's going to return.
Let's hope so. I hope we get Declan Doyle back. I think he's a really good coach for this team moving forward. And I want Caleb to have some of that continuity that is in there. JT Barrett's still here. You're losing the running backs coach, but I mean, like, as far as an offense as a whole, the staff is kind of intact. And I think that makes it easier going into year 2 for Ben Johnson as well. I don't have to teach somebody else our standards or our ways. This is the group that we have, and we're going to go out here and get the job done. So hopefully we see that. I thought this was also interesting from Bigsy. By the way, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. He talked about a former Dolphins associate head coach and running backs coach, Coach Eric Studesville, is a name to watch. First off, let me tell you right now.
Boy, we got tingling.
What a name.
Studesville.
This guy.
Hey, Studs.
Hey, I don't know what he came to do. But I'm going to tell you this right here. Up the middle, this guy pipes.
Oh.
When you're talking about the name Studesville, this guy pipes.
Hey. He's the right organization under Ben Johnson, put it on the table.
I tell you what, he's looking for more than 4.5 up the middle. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, put your Ben Johnson on the table. But Brad Biggs said he's a name to watch for the Chicago Bears vacant running back coach position. This is a gentleman who worked with a coach. Well, he may be a gentleman. That was crazy, but a coach who worked with the Bears back in '97 through 2000. Through that time, I think we said, what were all the running backs that we said he worked with?
Marshawn Lynch,
Tiki
Barber.
No, just from the Bears.
It
was
Curtis Enis.
James
Allen. It was Allen.
James Allen, Curtis Enis, and was the big dude at the beginning, the big guy.
Rashaan Salam. No, it wasn't Rashaan Salam.
Rashaan Salam was in there. And that was one of the names that we brought up.
A big dude in the very beginning.
James Allen was a part of that.
97.
And James Allen in 2000 had an 1,100-yard season, so a good year there. Curtis Enis, he got the most out of Curtis Enis, 916 yards in that. And then Raymond Harris.
Raymond Harris
was the other one. Had a 1,000-yard, 10-touchdown season in his time here with the Chicago Bears. So with those guys, you got the other names as well that he worked with. Because it doesn't stop there. Then that was the Bears names. Now we get into the real name.
Yes, and that was the Bears name
from
that
you
98.
all mentioned, we already know, Tiki and Marshawn.
So Tiki Barber, Marshawn Lynch.
I just realized he developed Willis McGahee. 3 times he was a development coach for him.
I told you Denver.
Fred Jackson. No Sean Marino.
No Sean.
Oh,
and
Buffalo.
Ronnie Mostert. McGahee, C.J. Anderson.
And Devon A-Chain he's been working with.
He might have worked with C.J. Spiller, too. He turned him into a decent back because he was only a third down back.
He was nice.
Hey, bro. That gets me tingly, bro.
Gets me so tingly.
That gets me tingly, bro.
So tingly.
Because coming from Eric Bieniemy, those are big shoes to fill.
Those are nice.
Those are big shoes to fill. I think that's the thing, right?
Those are Shaq size 22s.
Bro, when I hear that, because what EB did, you have to think about it, right? Like, whether we believed in him or not, I think all of us here were Manung guys.
Oh, yeah.
But
Big
before
Manung
the
guys.
season started,
Big
we were
Manung
big
guys.
Manung guys. I'm coming from camp every week, and I'm like, listen, this is what this guy is. Here we go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
You still got to develop that. And while I was praising him, while we were being excited about him, you go up to camp and Eric Bieniemy's like, pick your feet up, stop running like an old A man, you bum.
Yeah.
Like, wow, wait a minute, what are we doing? He's working with this guy. He's teaching him.
nothing.
He's under. He knows how. And I think this is the thing. Eric Bieniemy did a really good job of knowing how guys ticked. Mm-hmm. Because I saw him be, not to say he wasn't aggressive with everybody, he was. But I saw him go with Kyle Manungai so much harder than everyone else. And I think that's an understanding of, okay, this is what this guy can handle. This is what this guy can handle. And I'm going to get the most out of both of them. He gets the most out of Swifty this year.
Oh, yeah.
He gets the most
Swift had a
out
great
of...
year.
And listen,
Swift is
remember
more
early on
aggressive.
in the season, you saw EB on the side. Early on in the season, we didn't see this version of Swifty that we saw to finish.
No, we didn't.
He was up and down, kind of struggling a little bit. And every time he came to the sideline, EB was in his ear. What are you doing? We got to get it 4.5. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of shoes you got to fill here. And so hearing a name like Studesville coming into the building, Studesville, this guy gets it.
buddy.
This guy pipes.
Yeah.
Hearing a name like Studesville coming into the building, seeing the names that are listed with him that he has developed, I feel really good about what this running back room could look like moving forward. And potentially, I mean, listen, you want to talk about some of these places, he was there when running backs were selected. When he was there when Marshawn Lynch was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's got a say in, I want Marshawn. Remember, Marshawn's out of Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a highly touted guy, but it was kind of like,
I think Kyle back then was more of a quarterback friendly organization in college.
well, it was Aaron Rodgers and Marshawn Lynch.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's crazy that they went to college together. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to say that.
That
And
is
one's
nuts.
still playing. But, like, you look at that situation and you go, you want the running back from Cal? Yeah, he got something.
Yeah,
we
I
got to
want that.
develop that.
Yeah.
And it's not to say he wasn't balling there, but, you know, there's still more to take that next step to the NFL. So, like,
Willis McGahee.
y'all know I love
You talk about
Marshawn.
Tiki Barber.
Tiki Barber, bro.
That's the biggest one for
and
me
Tiki-
because
he
Tiki-
fixed him.
Yes.
He fixed him.
Thank you. That is the biggest thing because we talked about it. What is it? 2 or 3 years that he was mediocre. Or
Well,
he
it
got put on
just
the bench?
he was behind the back burner. So Tiki first year, rookie year, plays in 12 games, starts 6 of 136 carries, 511 yards, 3 touchdowns,
3.8
one
yards.
receiving, 3.8 yards per carry, which is pretty good actually. I'm trying to see he fumbled 3 times. Now Tiki always had fumbling issues
he did.
throughout his career, but in 2001 or 2 was it? I think it was 2002.
2001.
Was it one he showed up?
He showed up, drop him down to
Yeah.
9.
2001, he starts 9 games. He's got 865 yards. He scores 4 touchdowns. He adds another. Nope, he didn't add another touchdown in there receiving that year. The next year, though, is when you really see Tiki emerge. He becomes the starter 15 out of 16 games, 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. He had another. He was getting what was that?
It's
Yards
600
per carry.
600
4.6 yards per carry.
600 yards pass.
Another 600
catch or
yards
two.
receiving that year, a 1,900-yard season, then a 1,200-yard season that following year, playing 16 games, only 2 touchdowns, but they went to that 2-back system.
Yeah.
Year
Brandon
after that,
Jacobs.
1,500 yards
he
rushing,
killed.
13 touchdowns. He makes the Pro Bowl that year. He's an All-Pro that year. Like, that's the kind of players
He
that we have
retired,
seen him develop.
on a heater more than he started. Did he retire?
He retired on 1,600 yards.
Yeah, because
Jesus.
he was
That's a way to go out.
I think he had some concussion issues back then.
Okay.
Concussion, and they won the ring.
Yeah.
They
That's
won
right.
the
They did win
championship
the
that
ring.
final
You're
year.
right. I do
So.
remember that.
So listen, like we say all that
Wow.
to say, that's a lot of really good guys to have in your room
good resume.
as a skill
Bro,
on the wall.
that knowledge.
Good
is
resume.
That knowledge game is crazy.
And
Yeah.
you go from like the old school kind of running back in Tiki to
Which
now
is
you're
great
Devon
coming from Eric.
A-Chain as well. Like so, you have like periods of it in the NFL where you were dominant in how you developed one running back to another. Like you made A-Chain what he is now. He's a superior running back nowadays. So I'm all for this one. I didn't know nothing about Studesville, but I'm on the Studs train now.
If you think about it, he worked with so many different kinds of running backs because he had the speed guys, he had some of the power guys, then he had some of the scat back guys. So that means he can coach them all. He can coach them all to the best of their ability.
Fred Taylor was a big back.
So imagine putting, because Fred Taylor was more of a bruising back compared to say a Willis McGahee who would hit the edge or A-Chain who now. So you look at a potential for this guy to help Monangai with this in a flat ball catching, pass catching abilities. Yeah. You're looking at Swift be able to hit the hole even further to bounce some of them big runs on the outside where he was starting to do a little bit more under Bieniemy. This could potentially break our running back room even further, more than it is now. And
you got to think about it. Listen, as much as I think Swifty did really well.
Definitely
he balled out this year.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not hating on Swifty.
You give him about $3 million?
Of course. The realistic scenario, and that's kind of where I was going. And the realistic scenario moving forward is you need to find money.
Yeah.
And there's an $8 million running back on your roster.
Yeah.
You're probably going to go cheap. So I also need a guy that can identify running
draft.
I also need a guy that can look and go, that's the answer that we need right there. Yeah. We add him into this with Kyle Monangai, we got a great 1-2 punch. Or I'm going to turn Kyle Monangai into a 3-down back, and he's going to catch the football a little bit more. It's funny looking at it. You know Kyle Monangai caught 18 or 27 passes this year?
Yeah, he just dropped the big ones.
It's not terrible.
He just dropped the big ones.
It seemed like
he dropped some big ones.
In the biggest moments, you need to catch that ball.
He dropped some big ones.
You're right. That's
but like I look at that as that's a development situation, not a he can't do it situation.
I could see that. Yeah.
So like I think even just bringing that in, adding that into the conversation, Jesus, P. Will.
Then too, also by the way, one point that you made, even coming over to college, he always ran the ball. Yeah. They didn't need him to catch the ball.
They had no quarterback.
Yeah. So.
It was turn around and get a ball to Kyle. So I just feel like there's a lot of. If that was somebody that the Bears were to bring in, that would be a great get for this team.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be a get that has experience, that has understand. Has been a head coach. He was a head coach for 4 games in Denver.
Had a little experience.
Little interim action.
Little interim action. Has been an OC at points. And so it's somebody that, and I think this is always the important part for me. And this is why I love what Ben has done. He's somebody that brings play calling. He's somebody that you look at and say, like Mike Holmgren had with Andy Reid and had with John Gruden and all of the guys that went through there that end up becoming head coaches in the NFL and really good head coaches in the NFL.
Yeah.
You're building this tree out of guys that are play callers that, yes, they're trying to develop their game, but at the same time, they're coming up with plays to give you. They're sitting there and they're going, hey, try this with Caleb. See if he likes this. Oh, that's a play that works? Bet we're going to keep that in the repertoire. So that to me, Jesus Christ.
Hey, good.
Jalen Smith just jumped over 9 Lakers.
That was Iowa.
Somebody got punched. Was that Iowa? What just happened over there? Somebody got punched in the face. It's crazy out here in this Bulls game. What's happening right now?
Out. Going out
you ain't lying. Look at this. I'm diving. I got it out there. Please.
Doing his best Dennis.
Watch your. Who was that? You need that man in the face.
Jesus.
No, man, but I'm very excited about the possibility of that, and I think that there's a lot of good that he's going to do with this team if he brings him in here. And this was somebody who Ben Johnson worked with the Dolphins as well, so there is that prior relationship. You're starting to see Ben Johnson guys that he's had experience with and a relationship with become available, and that's very exciting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm all for it. If you're going to have guys who's going to leave this 5-star staff, bring more guys that can be 5 stars in here as well. I'm all for the resume of a Studesville.
Speaking of 5 stars, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. As always, let's finish the show out with this, boys, as a lot of Bears talk on today's episode. Not that much reason to talk about the Bulls. They may beat the Lakers. We'll see.
Hey, they're over 500.
They are over 500. That's crazy to say.
Yeah.
You want to know what's more insane about that? AK is now over 500.
No,
really?
By 1 game.
Is that right?
Yeah. All right. Ruck. But no. I thought this was something that, and this has been a big conversation, especially with people who are in the, I know the perfect way to move some money around this team.
Restructuring.
restructuring or getting rid of. It was very interesting. Antwaan Randle did an interview with WGN with Jared Payton, former NFL running back, of course, and spent a lot of time up in the CFL, son of Walter Payton. Knows a lot about, dealing with or being a professional athlete. So I thought he handled the interview perfectly. I thought he talked about the topics really well, because the DJ topic is a little tender, if you will. You know what I mean?
It's a little soft. It's a little soft.
I don't know about soft. I wouldn't say flaccid. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't say it's there. But for some of y'all may feel that way about DJ Moore. That might be kind of the feeling. For me, I haven't had that. I thought it was very interesting hearing Antwaan Randle talk about him. Now, I will say, usually when somebody starts off with, let's start off with the man.
Let's talk about
that. Usually is not the.
He's got great kids.
It's not the greatest intro.
It's not the best intro usually. Now, it's a great intro for the person that I know DJ Moore is. Yeah. But usually when you go, let's talk about the man, that means there's a little lackluster on the football side. But I thought he talked about DJ on the football side in the perfect way. And for all the people that want to get rid of DJ this offseason, he really talked about him in a manner of, he set the tone for this team as far as blocking, as far as being physical, as far as going out there and fighting through injury, as far as being a guy that shows up in big plays and in big moments. And we did see that a ton this season. And I know a lot of people are ready to write DJ off because of the final play of that season. You heard Olin Kreutz's comments on it. I feel like I've echoed those sentiments here on this show. I just want to know for sure he's hurt or not if I'm going to crush him. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
It really seems like, that might have been a pause. It really seems like there's a lot of information that may speak to DJ being hurt on that final play. And whether he was or wasn't, he's on the field. He's somebody that has to make a play in that moment, doesn't make a play, so it doesn't change the play. I think DJ would tell you that. But I don't think it's indicative of the receiver that people are trying to paint DJ to be, which is a guy who will give up on you when you need him most. And we haven't seen that. We have seen a guy that has been there for Caleb, has been there for Justin, has been there for all the garbage quarterbacks that came through freaking Carolina.
Absolutely.
That plays the game hard and plays the game physical and plays the game in I would think, a manner that Bears fans would want him to play it. And I feel like, and I've said this to you, JC, I feel like we've gotten to a point with DJ where now he's making money, which as soon as you get a check, everybody hates you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, oh, you make money now? Get rid of this guy. As soon as you get a check, everybody hates you. Now he's making money. Now he is supposed to be the number one wide receiver in a system that doesn't really speak to being a number one wide receiver. Who's the number one wide receiver on this team?
All of them.
I mean, DeAndre Swift.
All of them.
DeAndre Swift.
No, all of them.
Number one wide receiver?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said running back. It's well, right now
No,
it's
all of them.
Colston Loveland.
No, they all range
Technically
between
Colston
7
Loveland,
to
but we're
800.
talking about legitimate roster, like position, Roma Dunze.
No, they all had the same amount of
the same
catches
yards.
and yards. They always
It's within 20 and 30.
Leading
Right.
with
I
like
was going to say the
something.
most is 100. Yeah,
Colston's
most is
leading
100
with
difference.
700 and something.
Yeah.
DJ was at the 700
He's
mark.
at 682.
He's 682, right?
Yeah.
Rome was right
Rome
there.
and Luther both in that conversation with
600,
similar
yeah.
yards. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, so for me, I've always looked at it as not that DJ isn't the number one. And when people go, why don't you get him involved? That's not what he's being asked to do that day. And I think that's hard for us to comprehend when we base it off of football that we've seen our entire lives, because there's always been a number one.
To me, that's where I have a different argument, because, and I agree with you, that DJ Moore's value to me doesn't equate to what he's being paid. In this offense and in this play calling and in the way Ben Johnson is using him, he's doing just fine, because you have so many mouths to feed. You have a lot of talent. You have a lot of skill in that room, and even in the running back room. And again, we mentioned Colston, who took over at the end of the season as being the leading receiver for your team in its entirety. But my thing is, when you're making $27.5 million, that is the biggest issue for me. If I'm at a job where me, you, and Drew have the same responsibilities, we have the same role, but you're getting paid twice as much as I am. But the boss is saying, we're all doing the same thing. Well, I'm going to ask, well, why is he getting paid $80 an hour when I'm getting $40 an hour? Why is Drew only getting $42 an hour? We're all doing the same thing. What makes you so special?
Can I answer that?
No, what makes you so special?
In the DJ sense? In the DJ sense?
Yeah.
We needed a big throw. Where was that ball going?
Coasted.
Nope. Going to
Luther.
DJ. Nope. Going to DJ.
The last couple of games, yes, the Hail Mary to DJ.
Earlier.
The open throw to DJ going into the end zone, I agree.
No,
Green Bay.
Before that.
Coasted
the-
on
oh,
Cincinnati.
yeah, because Coaston wasn't working.
When
Coaston
you're
wasn't
talking about
playing.
in Cincinnati to put you in the situation to get you to
Coaston.
no the touchdown before. Colston gets the game winner. That big throw downfield is the DJ.
Oh, the throwaway
that
play.
comes over the middle.
And he threw it. Yeah, he threw it after.
And
DJ in the back of the end zone.
DJ has been
DJ's
the
your
guy
big.
back in
DJ's
the
your,
end zone.
DJ's your big name guy.
DJ has been that guy when the moments have been biggest, which is why it was surprising to us what we saw at the end of that game.
I guess. Well, maybe that's a product because Rome went down, obviously injured. There's reasons for that, I think. But I think if everybody was healthy, I think DJ would take a back seat to Rome being used, and then you had the emergence of Colston being the guy that Caleb went to, reliable on 4th and 3rd down throws. You had Luther Burden, who was a little bit more sure with his hands. I'm looking at the regular season numbers. DJ caught 50 balls, but he had 85 targets. I'm not going to say every last one of those were because of drops or it was hit him right in his hands, but that's not a target differential from your receptions.
Go look up Rome's.
I know he had like 90 comparatively to like what?
Listen,
What did he have? Man, you might be right with that.
what percentage is that? What is that? He caught
What?
35 targets, 35
85 targets.
No, I mean 50
35
out of
receptions.
85,
He
so
30
35
He
misses.
35 receptions.
For
on
whatever reason. What is that?
What are you talking? You saying Rome? You talking about
talking about DJ
DJ.
Moore. Actually, I could just look
He
it
had
up.
85 targets going to him, but he caught 50 balls. And obviously 35 of those are not drops on him. They could be errant throws, it could be throwaways, whatever the case may be. But
His catch percentage this season was 47. It was low. Same as last year.
yeah, look at all the 50s in the previous years. When he was at his best with Justin, it was a 59.6 success percentage. So for me, that's why I'm talking about we having this conversation because you have other areas that you need to fill, and it's just because he's literally the highest paid player on the team.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't need him.
That was his success percentage we were looking at there.
What do we got?
Receiving success. His catch percentage was 58.8. Last year it was 70.
And in other years when he was really good, he had two
70.
back-to-back years
He
of
had
70.
back-to-back years of 70. So the
So-
1 year with Justin, the 1 year with Caleb, and
So
then
he was
this
better
year with
last year in
Caleb.
a sense.
But I would also say, just like Caleb, and we give him the grace on the completion percentage.
That's true.
You got to learn the system, and you got to learn the system while playing.
So
To me, it's 50-50. I feel like DJ is a guy who clearly is talented.
So
need
you
him
felt
on
like
your
you
team.
felt like Antwaan was capping for his guy.
No, yeah. Who in the world? If I'm a coach and I'm being interviewed on air, I'm not going to sit there and say, no, DJ is somebody who has to
And if
really
you're
vastly
Antwaan
improve.
Randle, who sits sideways while he
Yeah,
does it.
hi,
I'm
I'm
Antwaan Randle.
he's
I
the
love
wide receivers
Antwaan. I ain't gonna lie
coach.
to you.
So
got the profile.
technically,
He got the
like
profile.
the blame is going to be on him. He's the wide receivers coach as well. So I'm not fit to sit here and put my guy under the bus completely. DJ is still DJ Moore, but at the same time, I feel like you can move on from him and still be just as good with the team that you have now.
I
What you
can't
got?
100%. I can't 100% say that because DJ fills a role. He is the veteran guy besides Randall L. He's the veteran guy in the locker room, the veteran guy on the field.
Yep.
The wide receivers learned from DJ, and this year has learned from him to take the highs and the lows.
And you're learning the work ethic.
Exactly. You're learning how to be a true wide receiver. Yes, in strictly contextual aspects, $27 million a year, the guy should be like old boy from Dallas. He should be like the Dallas wide receiver.
George Pickens?
CeeDee
CeeDee Lamb?
CeeDee Lamb. You should be
CeeDee.
CeeDee Lambs. You should be like
CeeDee.
You should be like old boy in Philly. The one, throw me the ball.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. You want him to be, excuse my French, throw me the GD ball all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always open. He's not like that.
He never has been.
He's right. He's not that guy that you got to throw 10 targets to a game. That's why his contract is not up into that $30 million range that Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase is making right now. It's in a tier below that because he is a great wide receiver, but he's not that dominant number one. And Ben Johnson, if you look at his previous places, Detroit had a bunch of good guys. One guy used to be in the slot. He would catch the third down passes. Then you had the over the top Jameis Williams guy. Then you had the pass catching tight end Laporte. So when he was there, then when Ben Johnson was in Miami, you had multiple speed wide receivers, but everybody ate. They all got touchdowns. So you can't expect
everybody eats B.
Exactly. So you can't expect Ben Johnson to all of a sudden now morph his offense into making DJ the number one and be DJ and the DJettes. You can't. You got to have an even way.
I think that's my gripe with it is Ben Johnson's offense isn't that, and yet we say DJ Moore should be that.
Because you pay him his money.
He making listen. Colson Loveland making $50 million to be a blocker.
Yeah.
You mean Cole Kmet?
I'm sorry, Cole Kmet. Yeah. He making $50 million to be a blocker.
Because when you need him, when you need him, it works. When you need him, he's there. And
that's what he's being asked to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So for his paycheck, is he doing his job?
No.
Yes.
He's doing the job Ben's asking him to do.
Get somebody else that can make that much less, half that price, and still do what DJ's doing.
But you can't say he's not doing his job if he's doing what he's being asked to do.
He's doing what he's being asked to do, but
and
the money was already given to him before he was doing.
And
what
he's going above and beyond that by getting you 2 game-winning touchdowns this season, by being the big game threat throw, by being the guy that's making listen. If we want to say there's a question on effort, I would say I thought that was what Antwaan was trying to bring out without trying to bring it out. I've always said this: when Muzz go to the effort conversation, I think that they look at his face and go, "Oh, he don't want to be there." And I've told y'all for years.
He's got that resting face.
That's just his face.
I'm looking at the face. I'm looking at the route running. Now, of course, we've had question marks on the last play of the season as to why that might have been. But I don't know. I just feel like it's time now to move all the chips into the middle of the table. If you're having a conversation about a wide receiver that is doing his job, but he's not necessarily your primary guy. And then moving forward, he will be further and further away from being your primary guy. When Rome, hopefully in the offseason, becomes who he needs to be.
His contract also don't get crazy.
Who he needs to be. Yeah. So.
But let me ask you this. Is this because you want to see the younger guys?
We're already seeing the younger guys.
But my thing is it because you want to see them get DJ's opportunities?
Yeah,
that you're ready to move on.
I want to see them get even more of DJ's opportunities. Those receptions, those targets can go to Luther and Colston even more. You're seeing
it's because of the youth, not because of DJ as a player.
No, for me, it's the youth and the contract. Those two matter the most to me. The money you're paying DJ that can be allocated to somewhere else, and then the youth movement by Room and Luther.
Here's my thing: if you're gonna go get a pass rusher. I told y'all can trade whoever you want. I don't. If you're gonna go get a pass rusher, if you're gonna go get a Miles, a Max, a Trey, I don't even know about a Trey. I'll be honest with you. Hildy had a great conversation today with Shay. He's like, "Is Trey 1 year too late?" I kind of feel like it.
I don't think so.
I kind of feel like it. Trey Hendrickson, is it 1 year too late to go get him? Kind of feel it. He's coming off another injury.
I don't think so, but then you give him a discount. But you're going back to you saying.
I don't know if you get him at a discount.
You give him a discount.
They saying that projected contract is 2 for $75.
Then no. Then no. I give you 75, and 15 to 20 million of it is incentive on games played.
I mean, sure, but what if he play a bunch of games, but he's just past that year?
He's Montez still.
Well, right. Well, I don't know. Well, maybe.
2 Montezes still ain't bad because you got
2 Tezes don't make it right.
2 Tezes better than what we got now because you got 2 Tezes and a Booker coming up the middle.
Well, you got 1 Tez.
I like Max and Austin Booker. Yeah, I'll say that.
I know, but to further your point that I want him on this team. If he wants to be on this team, and it sounds like he wants to be on this team, and it sounds like
who? DJ.
He likes winning,
and it sounds like Randel L says that he's a good player, and he's instrumental in the locker room.
Yeah.
But as you say, if somebody that is going to game change the defense comes available, and we need to make the money work, then I'm willing to let him go because you have enough pass catchers to still still compete in the division.
Here's truly the bottom line because Pat the designer said so.
Candy rear.
If DJ is on this team, it's because Ben Johnson wants DJ on this team. Who's the easiest contract to trade?
DJ.
DJ Moore is the easiest contract to trade. It's so easy. Still talented. Still can go out there and make big plays.
Still young.
Still young. Was he 29?
Yeah, still relatively young.
Yeah. You got teams at the top of the draft that need a number one receiver.
And there are teams at the top of this draft that are going out there and getting quarterbacks this year. Mm-hmm. There are teams that took quarterbacks last year that might need an answer. Heck, maybe you trade them back to Bryce.
Hey, trade him to
Little Tet and DJ.
Hey, trade him
Little
to
DJ and Tet.
No, trade him over to my Pittsburgh Steelers. Trade him to my Steelers.
What the heck?
Well, listen, you just got. I mean, how's the feeling on that?
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, you got Mike McCarthy over there.
I don't like it at all.
Now Mike McCarthy win.
It's a 1-year fix.
Mike McCarthy win everywhere he goes.
It's a 1 or 2 year fix.
Mike McCarthy ain't no 1-year fix, brother. You know how the Steelers do. That's your next 20 years. Have fun, buddy.
They don't hop coaches. They don't hop coaches.
I know that, but
until Art is dead.
It's horrible.
That is your coach.
And I'm dying inside every minute.
But no, trade. My point is, DJ's the easiest contract to trade by far. If he's on this team, I feel like that tells you a lot about how Ben and how this coaching staff, Antwaan Randle included, feel about DJ Moore.
Sure.
Which would tell me a lot about that last play. And it didn't sound like Antwaan was making it seem like like DJ was a guy that was on his way out the door.
Sure. I'm in a mixed
Don't
bag.
Don't you treat him like Vooch.
I'm in a mixed bag right now.
Don't you treat him like Vooch.
I'm not treating him like Vooch.
I feel like y'all.
He's not Vooch.
I feel like y'all. Vooch been 20 and 10 for a while.
Yeah, well,
He's
Vooch just got taken out for Jalen Smith.
Son of a... Vooch been 18 and 10 the entire time he been with the Bulls. You know what he said? He don't block shots. He never blocked shots.
He never was.
I don't like him.
He never played defense.
He stretched the floor. That's all he did was stretch the floor.
JC definitely went. I know it's what Ben Johnson asked him to do, but it ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it. No.
But hey, hold a second. But as you young ones always keep telling the old person
here we go.
That the contract doesn't matter because that's the name of the game and the cost of doing business. The cost of your non-number one wide receiver is $20 million per you youngins.
You know what happened? You know what's essentially going to happen this year, if we being real? DJ, I believe, is the 13th or 14th highest paid wide receiver in football right now.
Something like that. I thought you said 10th.
Maybe. I don't have it pulled up. I'll try and get it here real quick. He's going to drop to like 17, 18.
So you only pay him 1 year of high salary and then it drops down because it's deferred?
It don't jump that high.
Oh, you're talking about his number.
His contract number doesn't jump that high. So DJ Moore, let's see. Let me go back. Yeah, hi, I'm Antwaan Randle. No, that's Tiki Barber. DJ Moore. Oh, I said TikTok. I'm like, huh? Contract. That's career stats. Give it a second. Contract. So he signed a 4-year, $110 million extension. $82 million is guaranteed, so you're paying him. He getting the money no matter what. Big shout out to DJ. So he is this year. He's making 23. This coming season. Season after this, he makes 20. Is this right?
24. Yeah.
Let me zoom in on this.
Yeah, 24.
Season after this, he makes 23. Season after this, he makes 23. Season after that, he makes 23. You have potential out in 2028.
Yeah.
So
potential out now.
Wide receiver contracts in the NFL. Let's see where
he's not even.
See
in
where
the top,
23 rank. Oh, I scrolled a while there. Hold on.
Let's see.
Let's make that enlarge that.
Yeah, come on with it.
No, I don't like that.
Average per year. Keep going down. Average per year.
Here we go. Where's he at?
He's right there.
Yep, right
Where
there.
You got him? DJ Moore, right there. So right now at 29 years old, so he'll be 30 next year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's the 13th highest contract
Nope.
in football.
I don't like it.
And guys are going to get paid.
Hold on a second. But
And do you
hold on a second.
and do you not think now this says 27 million, so maybe that was 23, but the guarantees take the money out. Either way, do you not think that there are a bunch of really good young wide receivers
Do you want him over Brandon
that are
Ayuk?
gonna go pay me more than DJ Moore?
All right, so hold on a second. Let me take it right now. Would you take DJ over Brandon Ayuk right now?
Yeah.
Yes. Would you take him over Tyreek Hill that's kind of hurt right now?
Hey,
yes.
we can go.
You take him over Garrett Wilson?
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Let's go to the top guys. Jamar Chase, no. Justin Jefferson, no. CeeDee Lamb, no. DK Metcalf, yes.
Ooh,
DK Metcalf, yes.
No.
Garrett
Oh,
Wilson.
wait a minute. That's kind of funny right now because let's do this hypothetical now. Because DJ runs more routes, but
DK's a taller, bigger
DK has a more bigger catch radius.
DJ is better versus zone.
Point.
DK Metcalf versus zone is terrible.
It's horrible. You're right.
He's terrible against the zone.
But he's a man killer
I got
though.
all the other guys
He's
for
a
that.
man killer. Pause or you want to?
He your number one guy. You can't sit here and argue that DJ Moore's not doing enough as a number one.
Keep going.
And you got B. You okay with DK Metcalf being terrible against zone? Exactly.
I don't like it.
Okay, so keep
Garrett Wilson.
To me, he has more potential. He's not there yet, though.
There's upside. There's upside. AJ Brown.
No.
AJ Brown with DJ not giving you no issues.
That is true.
DJ not giving
That
you
is true.
no
AJ
issues.
Brown,
Yeah, that's true.
AJ Brown had less production than DJ Moore this year, didn't he?
That's because of his quarterback.
How is that because
No,
of his
it's not.
quarterback? It's because of him too.
No.
AJ Brown's a beast.
Listen, I agree with you. I think DJ Moore's a
You
beast.
said he's less in stats?
I
What do
believe so. I might be
Are you
wrong.
kidding me?
No, he had 1,000 yards. He had
You
1,000
kidding
yards.
me?
1,000 yards. Same touchdowns.
What, 6?
Same touchdowns on that.
Yeah.
DJ Moore had
6, right? Didn't he have 6?
6 touchdowns. No, DJ had 2 touchdowns. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
touchdowns.
I went too far down. 6 touchdowns, 682 yards.
I'm good.
DJ make less. Give me DJ over AJ.
Substantially
I'll take
less.
AJ.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm taking him.
I'll take
Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra.
I'm saying I'm right. Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
He was hurt. But naturally, I would take Tyreek.
But he still had a.
I'll take.
he still
I'll
had
take
2
Tyreek
down
in
years.
this offense.
Hurt is a part of the conversation.
I'll take Tyreek in this offense.
He had 2
Tyreek
down
is
years.
32.
He had
I'll
2
take
down
Tyreek
years.
in this offense.
Tyreek is 32.
He's still cheetah.
I'm good.
He's still cheetah.
good.
No, I'm taking
good.
DJ.
Would you take him over Ayuk?
No.
Would you take him over McLaurin?
No.
No.
That's a close conversation.
No.
T. Higgins, no. Jalen Waddle, no. And then DJ Moore comes in next. Jamison Williams is right after him.
I'm taking Jameson Williams.
James Jones is fast. He's
Y'all
fast.
keep calling him Jameson.
I got you.
Y'all
Didn't I?
pissed
Got
me
you.
off.
Jameson.
Jameson.
He's fast, bro. He's
Jamison
fast.
Williams, yeah. Devontae Smith,
No.
yeah.
Nico, yes.
I take Devontae Smith over DJ.
I'll take
I
Nico
think
over
they're
him
on the
too.
same kind of player.
Nico Collins.
I'm taking Nico. I'm sorry. I'm taking Nico.
Yeah, probably. Debo Samuel, no.
No.
Not now.
Michael Pittman Jr., no.
No.
Not now.
Cortland Sutton, no.
No.
Calvin Ridley, no.
No.
Devontae Adams, yes.
Yes.
Can't even see. Wait, what? Devontae?
I'm down to
Oh,
Devontae. I'm sorry. Chris Godwin.
No. Ooh,
Injury.
yes.
Banged
yes.
up. Banged up, though.
Injury concern.
Banged up, though.
Injury concern.
Major
No,
banged up.
you're gonna-
Stephon Diggs,
You
no.
get it for 8 years. 8 games a
absolutely
year.
not.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans been old now.
Ghost of Mike Evans is
Hey,
Mike
still
Evans.
good.
yeah, the
old
ghost of
now.
Mike Evans still pretty good,
Yeah.
but he was banged up. No, so yeah, I'd probably go Mike. Jacoby Myers,
Nah.
yes. I'd take DJ.
I'll take
Oh,
DJ. Yes.
What are we saying now?
No,
Yes
you
or no
wouldn't
to
take
what?
him over.
No.
No,
we
you would keep DJ over him.
You would keep DJ over him.
So no, we would. Okay.
So yes, you
I
would
would
keep
keep
DJ
DJ
over Jacoby Myers.
Yes.
Christian Kirk,
Everybody's left on the
No.
list, bro.
Jerry Jeudy.
Everybody left on the list.
You would take
No.
Christian Kirk over DJ Moore?
No,
Everybody's on the
Oh, you
list.
saying no?
DJ.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody's left on the
Yeah,
list.
yeah,
It sucks.
yeah.
No.
It's- Well, you're getting down at it. Jerry Jeudy,
Can we have a conversation?
Cooper Kupp,
Khalil Shakir.
Khalil Shakir, Darnell Mooney,
No.
Rashad Bateman,
No.
Darius
That's what I'm saying.
Slayton,
That's what I'm saying.
Travis
It's part of this
Hunter.
now.
Yes! Because he's multi-dimensional.
Okay,
You
you
don't
can
know
end that
what
now.
he could
You can
bring
end that
because he
now.
got
Hey
injured.
man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
man,
The
this
show.
is Out the
Love
Mud
as always,
podcast.
man.
Out
Hey,
the
this
mud.
boy, this Out the Mud podcast with Rashad McCann.
Hey, man!
Kobe's 81.
Travis Hunter is two-way player, baby!
No, he's not. Which
He's
way?
a one-way.
Which way was he good at?
He's a one-way.
DB and receiver.
What was he good at?
DB and receiver.
What was he good at?
DB and
You're
receiver.
lying.
He's lying. He's
You're
lying.
lying.
He's
I
lying.
done watched him get cooked on
Generational.
He had one good
How you
wide
get
receiver
cooked on
game
one
and then
end?
got hurt.
You get cooked on one end and drop a pass on the other.
Hey, Hey, man, I said what I said, baby.
Oh, say what I said.
So did
That's
the
what it
Jags.
is.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always. Hit
Say
that
what I
like button,
said.
subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do for Mr. Media himself, Jordan
That's right.
JC. Of course, Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say, who better?
Nobody, bro.
It's your boy, Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there in Chicago. Bed down. One love. Peace.
You're telling me that you're not going to take the
Saying
potential
Jesus Christ
of
can't hit a
Travis
curveball.
Hunter?
I said you can't hit a
take that off of
curveball.
here?
He did.
Oh, bastard.
I don't know. What's up yours?
Close enough.
What?